What's up, guys? It's At the Moment Tony, and at the moment, I feel like talking about the end of the Z House, and it's official, confirmed on the Twitter of Z House, as well as confirmed by the Smith players or Patrick, that the Z House will not be happening this year. Thank God. Alright, so a little context for people who don't know what the Z House is. So, the Z House is something that started in 2016 where five extremely popular zombies YouTubers got together in a house in LA and lived with each other for about a month and kind of just bounced ideas off each other creatively, did videos with each other, did videos on their own, and put out a lot of interesting content. And this blew up. It went super viral among the community of all of these fans, of all of these individuals, and then being interested in like others. So like Smith Plays fans, got to realize who Lex was, and then Lex fans got to realize who Pat was, and Pat's fans got to realize who Jack was, and all of the members of the Z House, their individual fans, got to understand these other people as well as this person that they're already into more. So all of them grew a lot within this time period, as well as just the interest in the zombies community at the time was crazy because Garage Crowy just came out. The hype was real. Everybody was playing it. They were streaming it. And it was also putting out really interesting content and having a genuinely good time living together for that whole month. And then, of course, as all great things do, it ended because they only had the house for the month. And then in 2017, they decided to do it again. But a lot of things were different. On my old channel, or the old version of this channel, I had made a video about how ZHOUSE 2017 was not that good, and apparently I wasn't the only one to think that. And at the time, I had a mindset, but ever since then, it's evolved, so hear me out. In 2017, what were we dealing with when it came to the zombies community? We were dealing with Infinite Warfare, and then Chronicles came at some point. I don't know if it was before or after that point. Exactly chronologically, I'm not 100% sure. However, I do know that the thing is that it was really dry. It was around the time of Attack of the Radioactive thing where nobody cared at all, really. And it's pretty hard for them to make zombies content on a game that's been out for over a year with no new real content. And that's the problem, is that, they can only do the same thing so many times. And of course, yes, they had a good time and they lived together. They put out really interesting videos, but you could clearly tell that not a lot of them, or all of them, were as motivated to put out zombies content at all. I mean, there was just a severe lack of zombies content as a whole for something that's called the Z House. Z meaning zombies. So what was the issue? Well, the dry community and the fact that over a year you can change a lot. You grow a lot as a person over a year, especially with the younger guys, the guys who are starting to grow up. I mean, Matt was the oldest out of them, but like finishing school and starting school, and a lot just happens in your life in that time that will cause you to change as a person. You change as a content creator. There's so many things just happening at that time, right? So that was the issue. I mean, they all had a great time, but just with the stale community and the change of their creative passions, things just weren't as zombie plentiful as before. And you know what? I appreciate the content that they put out. I appreciate all the effort. I'm glad that they had a good time. But I was scared for what Z House would be this year because World War II wasn't announced yet. And then when it was announced, I had some faith for it. But then World War II is where it is now. And that's a completely other separate video I should probably make at some point, because I have some strong and outrageous and different opinions about that game. But basically, the thing is that World War II right now, the community just doesn't care. I mean, there's people who do, but not as many as there were for BO3, and at this point, not as many as there were for Infinite Warfare. So I was thinking, ZHOUSE this year, might as well just call it House, because they're not going to be doing much zombies. Got Chronicles, but that's about a year ago now, and a game that's almost 3 years old. I mean, how much longer can they play the same game, as well as other games that have been out longer? There's no real point, because they're all going to be really dried out about content except for BO4 hype. But you can only do so much with BO4 hype alone.
you know, you only get so much intel at a time. Like, we're not going to get really anything new until Comic-Con. And then when Comic-Con happens, we're probably not going to be getting much more until launch. So that's the problem. There's going to be a lack of Zombies content as a whole, but then they decided that they're not doing ZHOUSE 2018. Thank God. Why do I say thank God? Not because I'm, anti-ZHOUSE making no zombies content. No, it's because I don't want them to strain themselves. I respect all 5 of these creators as not only creators, but as individuals. I understand what it's like to be an individual who likes to do things, and I understand what it's like to get tired of things after doing it for so long. One could only make zombies content for so long. That's why I wanted to make my second channel now, because there's going to be times where I don't want to play zombies. There are times when I don't want to play zombies. And there's also times where I don't want to play other games. There's times where I just don't want to play games at all. Zombies is just my favorite game. And it remains my favorite game, although maybe it's not my main game. And that's kind of a different video too. But the thing is that they weren't going to have a good time with the whole zombies aspect. I don't want them to be burnt out. And after watching the Smith Plays' newest video, and if you haven't seen that, go watch it. They've definitely all grown a lot. Also, just by watching them on social media and just their videos, they're all just way different people than they were in 2016. And that's not to say that they're not friends. Clearly, they're all friends. They're going to be meeting with each other in ZWC, the Zombies World Championship, later in the summer. However, they all just have different creative, passions and pursuits. And, I'm sure they would have all had a great time hanging out together. But for content, I just don't think that it really would have worked. I don't see a very feasible solution that everything works out content-wise, and the Zombies fans are happy, and the Fortnite fans are happy, and because, a lot of them started posting Fortnite, and you know what? That's fine. I don't care, because as long as their content is their content, then I like it. I don't like their content because, it's zombies. I like them because I like their content because it's them. It's them as individuals, like Mr. T-Lex-Fi. All-time favorite, right? Not because he posts zombies. He's not even posting much zombies anymore. It's because he's an entertaining creator who's good at what he does. And I appreciate the effort that he puts in. I appreciate the time that he puts in. I appreciate him. And that goes for all 5 of them. Even if you guys don't know who I'm talking about with the ZHOUSE, and you're just kind of going into this video blind, I'm sure you understand what it's like to respect a creator like that. Whether it's me, whether it's somebody else that you watch, you have to respect them as an individual, because that's how they really do what they do. That's how they pay their bills doing this full time. And, I appreciate the fact that they're putting in effort. Even if it's a video about something I don't know, or maybe something I don't like, I normally end up watching it because I'm curious as to their input. I like the way that they do things, whether it's editing or commentary, just the way that they say things or how they think. I like to listen. Even content creators that I might not be too keen on, I do the same thing. If it's something that I'm interested in hearing them talk about, then yeah, I'll listen, even if I don't like them. The point is that ZHOUSE 2018 would have felt too forced, not for us, but for them. And I don't want anybody to be ever forced into something they don't feel is truly right. And how it seems is that it just wouldn't have been right. And I mean, yeah, it sucks. I really enjoyed the ZHOUSE, and I'm glad that they had a good time together and that they're still all friends and all that. But honestly, I see that it's for the best that these things don't work. And who knows, maybe there'll be a ZHOUSE 2019. And if there is, I'm sure it'd be great. But if there's not, I won't be surprised. So, I guess this is the death of the ZHOUSE, and, I appreciate it. Anybody who's seen any ZHOUSE video content, I just rewatched a bunch of it recently. They're all laughing, they're all having a good time. And I'm glad to see that. And I'm glad that they'll be able to do that on their own, too. Because, there's more to their lives than just YouTube. But if you guys did enjoy this little analysis video, I guess, make sure to leave a like. If you didn't like it, make sure to dislike and tell me in the comments as to why. If you like my content, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you want to see me do kind of shit posting content where I just stream whatever I want, play whatever games I want, and do whatever I want with no real set schedule or rules, and that content might not even be super high quality, it's just kind of shits and giggles, then go subscribe to my second channel, because there's no real content up on there yet, but there will be soon, because I'm working on stuff. But yeah, thank you for watching this video, and this is At The Moment Tony, signing out. Peace.